Squeeze Reactions, man. We back again. We got a story from the cell. 5 minutes cost Wallo 20 years. Guess what? 60 minutes just cost the Eagles the game. They just lost in the Super Bowl last night. If y'all didn't know, if you're under a rock somewhere, you don't know that. But let's get into this Wallo $1 million worth of game. 5 minutes cost him 20 years.
Those crazy stories from the cell. Now, I had this one old cat. My cell, I was in the cell by myself, and he just came from the hole. He was arguing with a guard, old school. He come into my cell, all he had was a box and a typewriter. And all he used to do was law work, and he used to do these crossword puzzles all the time on the top bunk. And one day, I walked in the cell from the yard, and he was like, "How many minutes, youngin'? You know, how many minutes was it?" I ain't paying no attention. He was doing life. But you'll never think he was doing life, because he was just a solid OG, just mind his business. And I said, "Minutes? I'm at the sink washing my hands. I'm just coming from the yard." He said, "How many minutes, man?" I said, I give you like 3, 4. I said, "Minutes for what?" I don't know what the fuck. You know, this OG, I don't know what he talking about, but it sounds coming off deep. He said, "How many minutes did it take? You know what I mean? For you to get your residency here." I said, "What you mean, man? Fucking residency." I don't know. He said, how many minutes did you take to earn this to stay? You know, your stay. Fuck is you talking about? Minutes. So he said, wait, you got your law? See, I got my law work. I'm like, damn. He said, let me show you something. So I go. He said, where your case? I show him my case. He said, okay. You see these two? He said, this the police report, and this the police report. Took both of my police reports, and he said, okay. You robbed the joint at this time? They say you was in there for that long? Or you robbed this joint for this time? They say you was in there that long. He said, that's like, each of them is like 2.5. Altogether, that's like 5 minutes, man. He said, 5 minutes got you 20 years in prison? He said, 5 minutes. He said, 5 minutes. He said, man, you know, and that's long.
See, I'm about to say, like, that's long, like, bro. Niggas flash out and go to jail off a quick reaction. Off impulse. You feel me? But that just show you, man, that little bit of shit you could lose so much time for a little bit of time. Something you're doing for a little bit of time, you could lose so much time for something, for nothing.
That's a long time. He said, if you would have shot somebody, it'd have been like 1 minute. You probably could have lost your life for 1 minute. Because he said, mine ain't take that long. You see what I'm saying? He said, I stabbed the motherfucker, man. It wasn't even no, I don't know how long it was. It wasn't no minute. He said, I stabbed the motherfucker a couple times. He checked out. It wasn't even no minute. Well, 5 minutes. So
you had time to think.
Damn, he jumped back one.
So you had time to think. That's what he trying to let you know. You had 5 minutes. 5 minutes got you 20 years, but you got, in between that 5 minutes, you ain't sit down and stop to think and say, this ain't right. You kill a nigga instantly, like you ain't got time to think about it, you feel me? It's just over. That's deep. Let's see what he say.
I just kept doing his crossword puzzles. And it fucked me up for a while, because I'm like, damn, I gave my life for 5 minutes. And I'm saying that to say to y'all, like, you'll be sitting up in the cell for the rest of your life about one move that lasted a minute. It only take 1 minute to shoot a gun. I'm take 1 minute. So I'm sitting there, I did 20 years in the joint
for 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
You had 4
5
minutes
minutes
to
is some
think.
bullshit.
You had time to think. See, look, I went deeper than them. You feel me? Because a nigga lose they shit, nigga kill somebody there, that shit could go in a second, 20 seconds, 10 seconds, a minute. They ain't have time to think. Nigga, you had fucking 5 minutes. Got you that 20 minutes, that 20 years. So you could have thought, like, you had time to back out of it. You feel me? You had time to hold on. Because you got a robbery. You had time to, man, this ain't right. You feel me? So you need to look at yourself in the mirror, nigga.
Ever. And like, if you out there, I'm going to just say this to the people that want to hear it. Because, you know, you got a lot of dudes out there, y'all real niggas. This ain't for you because you probably don't want to hear this shit, OG tripping. But for those that's not sure about the direction you want to go, and you loving your life, and you just like, You feel as though you gotta be making some moves or doing some shit that's outside of yourself in order to be accepted with whoever you dealing with right now. I'm talking to you. It's 5 minutes versus your life. 1 minute. Is it worth? If it is, that's your thing. But if it ain't, you gotta reroute. You gotta restructure your whole route, whatever direction you're going on, and get the fuck away from the people that you're around that got you thinking you gotta be a real nigga in order to win. Being a real nigga is getting out there getting your education. Because I'm gonna tell you something.
That's real.
All the things, money I took, whatever.
Real niggas is taking care of their family. That 333. Real niggas is taking care of their family, doing what they gotta fucking do. For real, that's what a real nigga is. Don't let nobody tell you what no real nigga is. Feel me? Like, yeah, you gotta shoot a gun and that don't make you no real nigga. Facts.
And you got a lot of cats out here. I ain't working at no motherfucking McDonald's. I ain't working here. I ain't working there. But what fucked me up is when I seen kingpins and dudes that used to run neighborhoods wiping the table in the kitchen for 30 cents an hour. But you got a lot of dudes out here. I gotta hustle. They ain't giving me enough money. But you'll go to jail and work your fucking ass off in the kitchen trying to steal some green peppers and onions and shit and sell them.
That's real shit. Goddamn. That's real shit. That's that gumbo. Nah, yeah, that's real.
And sugar. You know what I mean? Just to sell it. You know what I mean? That's white gold. You know what I'm saying? You in there trying to sling and bang with that shit, but you couldn't do this. Everybody too cool. Right. And then now we living in a time, you know, motherfuckers that got Hollywood, the PUA came, now everybody done capped so much that he can't go back to living real life no more. Everybody got on Instagram, I got money, I'm the shit, I'm this, I'm that, I'm on a yacht in Miami. To now, they can't even go back to the jobs they had because they done shitted on their employers. You know, they done capped so much, now everybody hiding now. They in the cut like, I ain't gonna, they great.
I swear to God, yo, niggas in my city was getting so much money, bro. Nigga was spending, bum ass niggas, bro, spending $20K in Louis store. Yo, what you doing? I'm gonna go to Louis store. I'm gonna cash out. Some nigga saying to me, you heard? I'm just listening. I'm watching. I ain't do that shit. I'm just watching. I've been to jail too much. I'm like, man, I ain't fucking with nothing that's gonna possibly put me in jail. Niggas like, you can get 20 bands. I don't care. Fuck that, nigga. I'm good. I ain't do none of that PP, none of that shit. But niggas in my hood did it, and he ain't from my hood. He just from around here. And a nigga now, but just to fast forward, we used to work together. Nigga was getting his money and shit. I said, yo, you ain't working? He said, I ain't never working again. What this nigga said to me a couple weeks ago, yeah, you can get me in your job? I lied, bro. That shit made me laugh so hard, my nigga. I laughed so hard, I just couldn't. It was uncontrollably how I was laughing. I'm like, this nigga can't be serious. You just was spending $20K and bird off. Yeah.
Just slow down and nobody want to work, man. Stories from the cell.
Like, comment, subscribe, man. That was a little deep. That was decent. Y'all fucking with the 24? Squeeze. Let me know.